What's up, Everyday Blades? Hope everybody's doing well today. We have an interesting knife here. This is the new Benchmade Mini Adira in CPM Magna Cut. A phenomenal steel. A lot of people, some people think this is called Grivery scales or nylon filled something. It's plastic is what it is, but it's a good grade of plastic. I mean, it's solid. I don't have any problem with it for what this kind of knife is. This is from their water series, similar to Spyderco's salt series. So from what I see, you can drop this thing in a bucket of salt water for a week and it would be good to go, because everything on here is corrosion resistant, almost corrosion proof. This is running on washers, which kind of reminds me back in the old days when everything was on washers. Man, they're just, you forget what a great action you can get with washers, and Benchmade does a really good job at it. Has an aluminum backspacer. They also have a large Adira, which I'll be in the market for pretty quickly, especially after having this. But this is not too small. This is it's only too small for me. I have huge hands, and it's a little bit on the small side, but I could still easily get a 4-finger grip on here. I would just like it to be a hair larger. I'm afraid the large Adira is going to be too big, but I'm going to try it out. I just think that's a stylish knife. It's lots of grip right here. Standard Benchmade pocket clip, Axis style lock. Action is just killer. That action reminds me a whole lot of the Griptilian. Let's get this out of the way. And look at this box this thing comes with. It's monstrous. Huge. I mean, it's almost the same size. The Griptilian is just a hair longer, but it feels a lot like the Griptilian. The handle, the part where you hold the handle is a little bit shorter. You get more handle grip with the Griptilian. I've just always loved this. Now, this is a 20 CV version. This was one of my first nice knives. That was over $50. And I actually found it at not this exact one, but the one I had. I found it at a gun show, brand new in the box for $100. It was a steal at the time. Another thing I noticed is that these are very comparable to the Adamas knives. The Adamas is almost the mini Adamas is almost the exact same size as this one, which tells you that it's not a mini at all. It's a standard size. I don't have a mini Adamas currently, but I do have a, large Adamas, full size. So I've seen videos with it compared to this knife, and it's about the same size. It's really close. So that would be the large and the small Adira if the Adira was here. So it gives you a good kind of frame of reference. You see what I'm saying? This one's a little bit overkill, and this one's just a hair under. For me, if you have regular hands, like large glove hands, it's probably fine. And to be honest with you, it's fine for me. It works. If I just had my choice, I would choose to have just a hair larger. Let's look at it up against two legends. The Rat 1 and the Rat 2. Let's take some dimensions on this puppy. It just feels good in my hand. I mean, I just like it. I like what Benchmade's doing here lately with the narrows. Man, the narrows just killer knife. Just a hair over 3 inches, like 3 1/8 on the blade, and 4 1/4 on the handle scales. Let's check the weight. I think it's super light, man. 3.1 ounces. Can't ask for any better than that. Let's check now granted, I've had this thing for a couple of weeks. I didn't just get it, but we've been checking the sharpness on everything. So it hasn't done anything, but I've cut quite a few, opened quite a few boxes and stuff with it. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna have to get my little cartridges back out. This thing takes too long to wind up. It's a lot quicker to just stick those little cartridges in here. Let's see what she's hitting at. 120. Wow, man, that's after using it for a couple of weeks. I mean, I open up 5 or 6 to 8 boxes a day at least. Open envelopes, cut rope, things like that. Nothing crazy. I don't use my knives for things they're not made for. But that MagnaCut just impresses me all the way around. It's just a killer steel. As far as I'm concerned, just put it on everything. It's just an amazing steel. It's water resistant to the point that it's almost waterproof or almost rust proof. Just a good looking knife. I like the color, everything about it. I just couldn't believe the huge box that thing came in. I was like, man, did they send me the large by accident? And it was folded up in that little box. You can get a reference of how ridiculously large the box is by seeing the cutout of the knife with it fully opened. I mean, it barely takes up half the box. Oh, and they give you, it comes with a lanyard on it. It's actually a nice lanyard. I'm just not a lanyard guy. It looks really good on there. I'm just not a lanyard guy. And then it comes with this really nice microfiber cloth. Into the wild below. So I thought that was cool. So overall, man, I would give this thing 2 thumbs up for sure. If you like the way it looks and it looks like a knife that would fit your needs, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Super light. Best steel that I know about. Super durable. I mean, these scales, you ain't gonna hurt these scales. I have old knives that have the same scales on that I've carried for a long time. They don't even have scratches on them. I mean, this stuff is just super durable. I think the orange looks really cool on there. It looks really good with the lanyard on there. I don't like lanyards. I don't like them swinging off my knife. It's just personal preference. There it is. And action has gotten really good. Benchmade does killer phosphorus bronze actions. They just always have. Guys, thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.